Hello, I'm Lucas, this is Bit of Lit, and I want to do a little bit of a haul from work. I work for an after-school English literacy sort of program in Shanghai, and I'm not going to show all the books that I have been reading for work, because they're really, they're the kids' books, and I've already kind of read them, How to Run for President and Wayside School, Boxcar Children, things like these. Arthur's Reading Race. I'm sure there's another one I'm forgetting. But yeah, I mean, they're not that big a deal. I just thought I'd show some other books that are more for people that are on BookTube. And one of them is a children's tale, sort of fantasy. And the other one is an epic fantasy. And I hope to read that for Friday Fantasy and continue with the series. So let's just get jumping into it, and we'll talk about the children's book first, and that would be Watership Down by Richard Adams, a story that I've read. Story about a rabbit who has this premonition that things are going to change for the worse, and so he tries to get his friends, as many as he can, to come with him to migrate to a better place. And it is a really wonderful story. I believe, if I remember correctly, it is a story that Richard Adams was telling his kids, and then he eventually started writing it. And I saw it, and I thought, wow, that's a really, really pretty cover. Why not read it again? And maybe I'll do this for Friday Fantasy, because it is sort of a fantasy. And yeah, I like this book, so I'm going to be digging into it. I also like my hair going all over my face. That was a lie, I don't. But still, I gotta find my comb, because my hair is just getting crazy. And then I figured I would start with book 1 of the Wheel of Time series, The Eye of the World, because it seems like it's a big deal. I think some streaming service is making a TV show of it. There are a few fantasy booktube channels that I follow that are obsessed with this. I don't really know anything about it. I have watched their videos about Wheel of Time, and I just didn't really, I don't know anything about it still, because the videos I've watched, they've been kind of vague. I just know the name of some characters and stuff, but I am looking forward to this. I will read this definitely for Friday Fantasy, and we'll see it again sometime soon in the next few weeks. Same with this book, Watership Down, and that's about it. That's all I've got. Looking forward to them. What I don't understand is that this book, which is more for kids, aimed at kids at least, and it's a puffin book, the level of reading, ZPD as we call it, a zone of proximal development, 6.2. And, maybe there's a lot of concepts that are difficult, a lot of word choices that are difficult. In this, it is a 600-page book, so I can understand why it's 6.2. What I don't understand is this book, which I imagine has all kinds of fantasy names for different locations, maybe different kinds of creatures or species. I don't know for sure. But, and it's also 814 pages. And yet, much like Malazan and more, I didn't understand why this is easier than the other book, which is shorter and almost certainly has fewer made-up words. I don't know. But yeah, that's it. I will do another one of these eventually, maybe in a couple weeks after I've finished reading those. Or maybe next week, because I've got to go to a different center. I don't know. But that was a little bit of a haul, so I thought I'd share that so that people can have a sense of normalcy in their booktube viewership. So thank you. Goodbye.